PK Mishra, you heard maybe the member of parliament who was an eyewitness there, Arvind Sawant, saying the new parliament building, security is a mess. There's just one big gate. Everyone is moving through it, unlike the previous parliament. Do you believe this should be a cause of concern? How could people enter so easily?
Yes, Rasif, I can well tell you I was there in the old parliament, and I've seen when it happened in 2001, the incident when happened, and because we had various gates, building number 1 and building number 2, 3, 4, and building number 3 is the entry point of Honorable Chairman of Rajya Sabha. And it so happened that on the day in 2001 when it happened, when the firing started, the building gates were closed. And that is how the lives of all MPs were saved. Here what happens, the entry point, of course, the Honorable MP was telling correctly. We had building number 1, building number 2 and building number 3 gates. They were at the entry points, even building gate number 7, 8 also. They were all entry points of various other MPs. Only building gate number 3 was for Honorable Speaker, building gate number 5 was for PM, and building gate number 3 was for Chairman Rajya Sabha. All other gates up to 8 and 9, they were there for other MPs, and the frisking was going on very nicely. Here, there is only one point, and I can well tell you, there are 3 layers of security and one additional. Earlier it was of the rank of IG. Now it is that there is one additional DG of police who is in charge of the security of the new parliament, and he is having coordination with Delhi Police, IB, and the parliament security staffs of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and so as also with CRPF and
No, but if you have a 3-tier security, then how does such a big security breach take place? No, Mr. Mishra, if there's a 3-tier security, exactly. How does the security breach take place? Obviously, somewhere something is going wrong.
Exactly. Definitely something has gone wrong. The security frisking has not been done correctly, and at every stage, at the time of entry through the reception, at the entry of the building gates, at the entry of the public gallery, all the 3 places when they were checked, the checking has not been done properly. Even though technical equipments, all the frisking dogs, everything is there available. But definitely it is a breach of security. The frisking has not been done correctly, okay. And there was a mess. And it is the biggest security lapse and breach of security in the parliament. It is just that God saved us. Because this 4 persons, this is not 4 persons only, 2 more persons are involved, and there may be a group who may be involved also. Practically, this has been planned much before. It's not that in 1 or 2 days they have entered. They have reckoned it. They have reckoned through other sources.
But we are being told and how to jump. We are being told, L.N. Rao, former IPS officer, that they were carrying these canisters in their shoes, and the checking system does not extend to shoes. Do you buy that?
Yeah.
Yes, Rajiv, definitely it is a matter of fact that they carried that plastic container.
1 minute, Mr. Mishra, 1 minute. Yeah, go ahead, Mr.
Rao. No doubt, Rajiv ji, they were carrying this plastic canister, having this powder and the gas powder which was used inside the parliament. Definitely, it is a mere fact. But the bigger question is that how they could reach there. That is the most important thing. It seems that the searching, frisking at the point of entry, access control was not proper. And then
no, they were carrying it in their shoes. No, Mr. Rao, the claim is that they were carrying it in their shoes. The shoes are not being scanned or frisked. You don't ask people to remove their shoes.
Because there is no machine for scanning. There are machines that are indicators. They can indicate this metal detector. But I think that the detector of the plastic and that equipment containing that plastic, that gas or powder was not detected at all. Then it needs to be our equipments to be modernized, and that should be.
Does your equipment include finding out what is in someone's shoes? Do you ask for people's shoes to be removed? I don't think you do.
Yeah, no doubt, no. The shoes must be removed. Like you and all, we are going to the airport for foreign trips, and our shoes are also removed because these maybe that the machine could not detect that when we are wearing the shoes, they could not detect, and then the shoes are taken into takeoff, and then the searching frisking is done.
So you're
And in
saying
other
that the
countries
shoes
also,
should have
you
also been
might have seen
removed, but Mr. Mishra, is that standard operating protocol in Parliament? Do the security ask you to remove shoes? I don't recall in all these years of covering Parliament anyone asking us to remove
It is
shoes.
not at all. It is not in the SOP at all. But now we have to
Definitely,
think.
they don't do it. But I think the way it is happening everywhere in the world, particularly in aircrafts and airports, all the IDs and explosives are being carried in the shoe only. It's the right time. It's a lesson to be learned from today, from this lapse which has happened in Parliament, that or particularly to the gallery, anybody going there, shoes to be checked, and we should have this indicators. Jet scanners are there in Parliament, and this
No, but what about the, no, but Mr. Mishra,
we have HEPA detectors.
no, Mr. Mishra, I want to understand one thing. The visitor's pass has been issued to these people through Mr. Pratap Sima, BJP MP from Mysuru's office.
Yeah.
Once it's issued by the MP,
Yes.
is there any double checking?
Yes. Even if that doesn't mean that honorable MP has given a pass, means he goes straight. He has to go through all the paraphernalia, reception checkup, building gate checkup, and gallery gate checkup, and all the physical frisking. It has to be done. And you see, we have got the air detector. Then what for these technical equipments are there? Every equipment is there. The worst part of it, most of the equipments are not being utilized. And that is what the lapse has happened. It is a security lapse.
No, what do you mean by equipments? No, I don't understand. Are you telling me that there are equipments to ensure the scanning which are not being utilized?
Yes. We have got the jet scanners, and we have got the air vapor detectors and air detectors. They can detect any substance, any explosives going inside. It is since long it is there. Air detectors are there, and vapor detectors are there. They are being utilized, and also jet scanner, 3D jet scanners are there, and that could have been done for gallery at least, because they are the civilians who are going. And when honorable MP is giving the pass, he is recommending that this gentleman can go to the gallery, but the security persons, it is their business. They are being utilized for that, to check, to frisk them properly.
Okay.
This is not a question that they will carry it in the shoes. They will carry it in the collar of the shoulder of the shirt. No, that's not permissible. It is definitely a frisking problem which has happened. They were not frisked properly. Okay. And it is a security breach, security lapse in the Parliament.
Okay.
Very clear case.
Okay, those are strong words that have been used today by you, Mr. Mishra, Mr. Rao, and others. This is a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
The only way to describe what has happened in Parliament is a complete wake-up call for a parliamentary system, which I'll tell you, accredited journalists sometimes are denied entry into Parliament. Several of them, very senior journalists, are being denied entry into Parliament. And yet, visitors' passes can be freely given by MPs to people who, as it turns out, are intruders who are carrying gas canisters. Somebody in that system now needs to wake up. And I can only say this time it's a government MP, ruling party MP, who has been found to have given that visitor's pass. Assume that this was someone from the opposition. What would the reaction then of the Parliamentary Affairs Minister or indeed the Lok Sabha Speaker be? That's something that the Speaker's office should be telling us when they are ready to make an official statement.